Now you may be wondering how I got a massive pipe organ into a cave. And let me tell you, it was actually a lot easier than I thought. Shh. Look over there.
Hey there. In part 1 of this series, I started researching...
Howdy doody, buckaroonies. Today I am excited.
Nature is beautiful. Mom, get out of my room! God! Okay, so by now you may have guessed that pipe organs are not exactly mobile instruments. In fact, they're pretty much part of the building in which they reside. So rather than bringing the king of instruments to a cave, I'm gonna bring a cave to the organ through the magic of convolution reverb. Now, if you have been around this channel for a minute, you've probably seen me run this very same organ through an algorithmic reverb, my very favorite algorithm, the Spatium algorithm from GFI. And while that is incredible and otherworldly and a sound that we could never get naturally, convolution reverb allows us to record an impulse response, or a sample of a room, basically by clapping or creating some sort of impulse in that room,
Howdy doody, buckaroonie.
recording that reverb tail, and then essentially running any instrument through that room. Today I'm using the plugin Convolver from Kilohertz, but you can use any convolution reverb and this will work just fine in your DAW. Now, all the impulse responses that I've used today are from the incredible pack by Ben Jordan and Venus Theory. And all credit for all of the hard work truly goes to those two. Now, rather than links to more of me, you're gonna get links to the pack in the description. And in the end screen, I'm gonna link both of their respective videos about how they made this pack, because they're both incredible and deserve more views. One of my favorite things about these impulse responses are all of the artifacts, from water dripping or animals rustling around in the cave. And the fact that they've included all of that really opens up a world of sound design possibilities that maybe you wouldn't always associate with just pumping an instrument through a convolution reverb. Focus. There we are. I've just been messing around and playing whatever comes to mind and playing quite poorly at that. However, I think we all want an answer to a question, and that is, what would Bach sound like if it were played on a pipe organ and that pipe organ were underground in a cave? One thing about pipe organ technique, we have to account for the room that the organ is sitting in when we are playing. In other words, the room is a major part of the instrument. And with that in mind, I have a mid-side pair positioned out in the middle of the sanctuary. So really what we've done is we've taken this whole room and stuck it in a cave underground. You don't want to record the organ up close because an organ requires wind, and wind requires blowers to make the wind. And frankly, it starts to just sound like you've stuck your head inside of an HVAC unit. Now, in this building, there is a fair amount of natural reverb, but it's not anything like a large cathedral type reverb would be, and certainly nothing like an underground cave. So I'm going to have to play this a little bit slower than I normally would, which is part of being an organist and playing in a larger space that has a much longer reverb tail. Can't go quite as fast because the notes just get lost. All of these changes in harmonies that Bach is going to be doing here, they're just going to be kind of a blur. And that's kind of the cool thing, but it's also kind of a pain if you're going for accuracy. Fortunately, I don't care about accuracy today. I just want to hear what it would sound like in a cave. We also have to play just slightly more detached than usual. So rather than legato playing, everything is going to be much more detached. And that is what Bach sounds like underground. Thank you, Ben and Cameron, for these wonderful impulse responses. They are truly incredible. We really appreciate the fact that you've risked your lives. And I'm just glad that I can help out smaller channels. What? Almost 200,000 subscribers each?